What's up, everyone? Namaste, Satnam. Welcome to I Am Woke. I am your host, Emelina, and today I'm going to go through an Akashic Records reading on behalf of humanity to share what is going on in the collective. Akasha is Sanskrit for ether, the substance from which all things are formed. The Akashic Records are a sacred, multidimensional library of light where there is a record or database of every thought, action, and intention for all souls. There is a record of all past, current, and future events in all timelines and all dimensional space realities. I am going to read the Akashic Records prayer. And I read this 3 times, once out loud and twice internally in my mind, and then I will open the records and we can begin. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, please protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work in hand. Help me to know humanity in the light of the Akashic Records, to see humanity through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, Teachers, and Lemons of humanity have for humanity. I would like to ask the Lords of the Records for any wisdom or guidance moving forward, dealing with these challenging times for light workers and starseeds and healers. We're seeing that you're all working very hard. You're all moving forward to clear your consciousness, to clear the fields around you, to clear the people, share with the people that are around you. And we commend you for the work that is being done on the behalf of the people of this earth and this planet. We acknowledge your conscious effort to move forward and help progress humanity as far as it can go, to expand humanity to the point where it's accessing its full potential on the grid of the quantum reality that is available. We acknowledge you. We commend you. At this time, it is the most important for you to focus on yourself, to become as self-centered as is humanly possible. We know you don't particularly like the word self-centered, but it is the closest available in your vocabulary to tell you how we mean for this to be interpreted. We wish for you to focus all of your energy on yourself, clearing yourself, looking at your past karma, your past traumas, looking at your childhood. We want you to be able to look at these memories with a distant eye, as if you were watching a movie. Watch the movie of the past occurrences of your life. Do not be attached. Do not attack. Watch with forgiveness, as if you are watching an actual movie on the screen. We know you like to and enjoy cinemas as much as you do. And from the position of watching yourself on the movie of the screen of your own mind, watch the protagonist as a character. Watch the antagonist as a character and see them strictly as characters. They are not good nor bad. No one is evil. They are characters that people have agreed to play in their life, just like the role of a character in a movie. We would enjoy so much if you would embrace that everyone in your life has taken on a character, and that character is there for the benevolence of your development. Even in the situations where they're not benevolent characters and you feel like they are more rough or prickly, as we've heard you say in the past, we know you don't all like using the word enemies, because you know just as well as we do that they are not truly enemies, but you are all joined in source, and you are here playing roles and characters for the further development of everyone near and around you. It is important for you to know that these are strictly characters, and that everyone here is acting, and everyone is speaking on behalf of your good. Even the people that do not look or appear as good, they are here on behalf of your good. It is so important for you to set boundaries actively and effectively. Do not compromise your energy. Do not ever compromise your energy at any cost. We like to hear when you have active boundaries, when you say yes when you mean yes, and no when you mean no, and you're not available for a compromise. We don't want you to compromise. We want you to play. We want you to expand. We want you to be the most you that you could possibly be. And that is quite the opposite of compromise. That is standing rooted in your power. It is knowing who you are at your absolute core, and it is projecting that into your world. It is expansion. We are so excited to speak through Emelina to you today, to share with you that you are an active participant in this film, in this movie. That rather than see it as something that is destined or fated or predetermined, that you should move forward knowing that every choice in the movie, that you get to decide where the next role goes, where the next events are, how it moves forward for you. That nothing is pre-written for you, that these are active choices you make in every moment
of your life as you look back on your past to know that these were choices. Many of these choices were planned before you got into this body. The family that you chose was chosen before you got into the body that you are in now. You chose to play a role in this movie and film, but it is not predestined, as in we mean it is not permanent. You were not forced into a role that you came in to this body around. You may change roles as the roles are completed, as you have learned the lessons, as you have tired from the karma of a specific type of role. You may change and develop your roles into different expressions of yourself. You are not permanent to a single expression. We know this does not always make sense to you, for you think that your identity is permanent. However, your identity, ironically, yes, is permanent. Your identity of being one with everything around you. However, the character that has been developed by the environments in society and the people that surrounded you and your family is not permanent. It is a creation of the environment around you. And the moment that you decide that you would choose to have a different expression, you may immediately use that expression and adopt the new expression and we don't want to use the word persona, but perhaps the new identity that you would like to envelop and create. Humans are such expressive beings. We wish for you to express more, for you to break the bounds of what people have told you to be and who people have told you to be, and to break through them and to be who you want to be, who you desire to be. We know all of you, especially the Starseeds and Lightworkers and healers, have very, very strong desires. And you have big, big expressions. And we wish for you to move forward with these expressions, regardless of how you were raised. We wish for you to move forward in the expansion of the energy of the universe, to continue expanding your consciousness, expand your joy, find as much joy as you can and express every little bit of joy you can in your day. Expand your gratitude, find as much gratitude that you have during the day. Find anything small you could possibly be grateful for. Look around your room, pinch yourself. We want you to pinch yourself so you can see that you're real and to know just how good things can feel. Even a pinch, although it could come off a little mean, as something to show you that you're alive. We want you to be alive and be as expressive as you can and not worry about your expression. We know many of you have a toned down expression, what you think is to be normal. We know you want to fit in so badly and you want the love and approval of others, but can't you see that the love, the approval that others will give you comes from you being big and bright and by doing the things that you think are not comfortable for yourself, that you think might be prickly or make other people itchy. We want you to know that you are big and to know that you need no one's approval but your own. The universe, spirit, your soul, your higher self approves of you, and you are in this body to be the most expression that you can be. We would like you to speak your truth more, knowing that you may upset people, but that you will never be able to upset anyone or anything truly as you speak your truth. We would like to share with you that many, many of you are suffering and struggling with these monumental changes right now on your planet. We know that you have come to see it as the virus, although before the virus, it was energies. The collective of humanity has been discarding of energies of dark thought patterns and thought forms and anger and frustration, wishing to be free. Everyone has wished to be free and been upset with the circumstances. And these energies continue to build and collect over time until something like a virus comes to represent the energies that you have collectively pooled and thought together. Although it does not seem it, this virus has been wished for in some way. It has been asked for. The collective asked for a collective clearing and cleansing of these energies in order to move into the fifth dimension of this planet. There is so much lower level frequencies that need to be released and transmuted into light. Yes, there is much darkness on your planet, and it is important for that darkness to be acknowledged. Less in the overall of humanity and more within the self. The darkness within the self. We know many of you don't like identifying with the darkness, but every human has a darkness. And in order to gain or embody the light fully, you must embrace your darkness. We're not saying to do anything wrong or illegal, as you would say, but we're saying that you must come to accept that which is dark within you, that which is dark which has happened to you, that which is dark that is around you, and to acknowledge that the shadows define the light. Do not cast out your shadows, accept them as part of the definition of your light. We would like to close by saying we are very, very proud of you all. You are moving forward at the perfect pace. You are showing up better than we far could have imagined, although of course we imagined very, very good things. We are happy with the progress that you are making moment to moment, day by day. So many of you are upgrading. You have, maybe some of you have an idea, but we don't think you have any idea quite how massive your effect has been on the consciousness. Many, many people are beginning to wake up, are beginning to acknowledge their dreams, are developing a connection with their higher self. And many of these people were not able to maintain these connections in the past. So much of the world right now is waking up. They're coming to acknowledge that they're spiritual beings in a human body. This is such a blessing. The frequency of everyone waking up is kind of a slow, it's like a slow but like fast moving frequency, which can come off as an anxiety. So be careful in your waking state when you move into your mental state where your brain is highly active, not to misinterpret the fast moving energy as anxiety. It is not anxiety in its primary form. It is the beginning of the light when many people begin to wake up, just like how the sun comes up in the morning. There's kind of an excited energy about it, but it's not excitement in the way that you would traditionally assume joy to feel. It's movement. It's lots and lots of fast movement. And that fast movement by many of you is being interpreted as anxiety. This is not anxiety, it is just movement. Many people waking up is creating a ripple effect through the quantum, through the field. And that ripple effect is just moving. It's just moving energy. It's not bad. It is actually a good movement. It's the movement of being awake, of waking up. So anticipate that in any area that you may be sleeping, that you will be feeling, you'll be beginning to feel the act of the waking up. And perhaps you did not want to wake up in that area. So this is uncomfortable. And for this, we understand that you may be uncomfortable, but just acknowledge right now that you know that this energy will come to wake up any area of your life that you have been sleeping on. And we've been watching you, many of you, even those of you that are awake, have been sleeping on some very concrete areas. So it's just important to acknowledge where that energy is coming through for you. Where are you resisting? Where do you not want to wake up just yet? You'd like another 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours of sleep. Perhaps you don't want to wake up that early today. That's the sort of energy that this is. It's a very fast-moving, high frequency that is in its path, removing all obstacles. So if there are some areas that you had that were left in the dark, or some shadows, or some parts of yourself that you are not ready yet to accept, many of these can also come in the form of light. If you are not ready to accept some light traits, this frequency is moving them and bringing your attention to them. So you will no longer be able to just ignore the calling of your soul. We are so delighted. You can hear it in Emelina's voice. We are just so delighted to bring this to you because we are actually very excited for you to wake up. We are very excited for this time on the planet that no longer can you turn a blind eye towards your innate gift. Even Emelina here has been avoiding channeling for a very long time, especially publicly, and she could no longer, she's tuning into us now, but she could no longer avoid showing these gifts. And this is much like what many of you will be going through. Again, it is not anxiety, but do know that through the act of the movement of the energy, you will be expressing more gifts than you've ever had before. And there will be, and there is for sure, energy behind it. And it is not to be avoided. In fact, you won't be able to avoid it. It is actually moving you into action. Even when you get angry, frustrated, anxious, any of those are actually the movement. It is you beginning to process that energy. And that process is highly important for you to acknowledge. It doesn't need to be a struggle. Just acknowledge that the change is moving. The ripple is coming to you. We know you are feeling it, especially those of you that are very empathic. you are feeling this movement. We are really just so happy for you. We are so happy for you. We are beaming with joy and gratitude. We wish you nothing but tremendous love and light, self-acceptance, self-worth, and internal reflection. Take this time to look at your light traits, to look at your dark traits, accept every part of yourself, and take a light and shine it on your gifts. Allow yourself to be seen. You are not in a position of humanity any longer where those of you who are in the light should stay in the shadows out of fear of being seen. Those that are in the light are in the light, and you need to come forward so that more people can become conscious and awake and can find those of you that they resonate with the most, because everyone is so different and you are all in charge of a different frequency on this planet. Many of you are guarding frequencies, angelic frequencies. And those frequencies are for different people. You have different resonance. It's really, really quite important that you all come forward and accept your gifts and talents, which may not be the gifts and talents that you were raised with, but you will know what they are. After all, you're waking up. If you don't know, you'll know soon. And with this, we'd like to close out this transmission. Thank you. Be well. Share the light. All right, guys. I hope that was really helpful. I literally can just feel a really, really high frequency in my body. It's so exciting. I just feel so excited at the core of my body. Okay, I'm going to close out now. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view. And I would like to thank the Holy Spirit of Light for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this served you in some way and you're able to take something away that was said and use it in your life. And I hope you have an amazing week.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Until next time.